Hey guys, it's Mark here from Tough Trucks. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel for a quick look at an F250 Tremor. The Tremor was born out of a demand for a lifted truck from the factory. We like to say here at Tough Trucks, they copied us with our Outlaw edition because we've had a 2-inch lifted truck with fender flares and 35s for a couple of years now, but I'm sure that's not the case. But a lot of people like that little bit of a lift with the fender flares and the 35s, that bit bigger wheels. So Ford brought out this Tremor edition. The major difference with this Tremor edition over normal trucks is it's got a front diff locker, it's got a limited slip diff, it's got a rock crawl mode with cruise control, and it's got the 2-inch factory lift on it, as opposed to our Tough Trucks BDS Fox lift. It's got a factory 2-inch lift in there. It's got the 35-inch factory wheels on there with the Goodyear tyres. It hasn't got fender flares like our Outlaw, but these are a little bit skinnier than our Outlaw edition, and they sit inside the guard, so you don't need fender flares with a Tremor edition. The one we've got here at Tough Trucks has been blacked out, fully blacked out with the blacked out kit here. It's got the black look on the front there on the grille, and the colour matched bumpers here. We've also got the colour matched mirror caps here, and the other thing that they come with the Tremor edition comes as the Raptor style side steps here. They are actually quite a high side step. You'll see here, like, I'm 6 foot tall, but for me to get up into it, it's still a bit of a hike to get up into this truck compared with a normal side step on an F250, which might be down here somewhere. As an option at Tough Trucks, if they were a little bit high, you can always get the Amp Research power steps that drop right down. You can see here the Tremor, it's got a lot of wheel clearance here with that 2-inch lift on the back as well, with the beefed up factory shocks in there. And I have noticed that the leaf springs on here, it's got a 5-leaf pack, where I think the standard truck's about a 4-leaf pack. When we do our overland trucks, we do beef up the leaves. We put in a very similar pack to this. This truck here has got the electric roll and lock on the back, which is a feature that Tough Trucks are a supplier of roll and lock, and you'll just see that opening and shutting there. Which is a nice little feature. And you'll see here on the back here, we've got one of our Gen Y hitches on the back, one of our torsion hitches. This customer that's getting this truck is going to tow quite a big load. So it's got one of these torsion hitches, which has got the suspension in here and takes all the shock out of you towing your boat, your caravan, or your toy hauler, or whatever you got behind these things. It's also got the 70 and the 50mm ball here to make towing a dream. You won't even notice it's on the back. Especially with the 1435 Newton meters of torque and the 10-speed auto with this F250. Internally, the Tremors are still the same. This is a Lariat Tremor, but it's got the same interior as a normal Tremor. We up-spec them with the adaptive cruise, the full leather interior they come standard with, and a few other bits and pieces that a Lariat comes with as standard. Yeah guys, we're just inside this F250 Super Duty Lariat Tremor from Tough Trucks. We're just having a look at this interior in this truck. It's got so many settings that you can change and update and customise for yourself on the screen here. It's got the Apple CarPlay, so all your maps come up on the screen there. It's got heated and cooled seats here as an option. It's got the 4-wheel drive switch here, which I mentioned before. It's got the front limited slip diff and the rear diff locker on it on the Tremor edition, and it's also got the rock crawl mode, so you can I'm not sure where you'd use that, but if you're doing some slow 4-wheel driving, you can go into rock crawl mode, and it's got the cruise control for rock crawl mode as well, so you'll just edge along a track or over some rocks or along a beach or whatever you want to do with that sort of stuff. It's got the trailer brake controller here, which is standard from the factory, which is great for your towing. I mentioned before that you've got the class leading 1435 Newton meters of torque. You can tow 4.5 tons off the back. or 6 tonnes with a pintle hitch, and 6.7 tonnes from a fifth wheel as well. In the back here you've got an inverter, so you've got a plug there to charge your with 240 volt with your computers, or any cameras or any equipment like that you need to charge. I think it goes up to about 500 watts, which is 2 amps. From our converter here in Australia, they do a full mirror image conversion, so unlike a couple of other guys, you get the dual glove boxes, how the factory meant it to be. You get the seats that work the same on both sides, the 10-way power seat on the driver and the 8-way on the passenger. You've got these upfitter switches here, so you can hook in any equipment you need to, and it's got a relay box under the bonnet, like driving lights or a compressor or whatever you want to hook in there. Just hook into your relays and you can control it from in here. This Tremor hasn't got a moonroof, but you can get the big moonroof if you'd like, the full moonroof. It's the biggest in its class that opens right up in there. This truck's also got an adaptive cruise. I went for a spin the other day with one and it's awesome. You just get in that right lane, set it to 110, you get up behind someone and it'll slow down. You can adjust the distance right here from how far you are in front of the person in front, and it just made driving a dream. You didn't even have to touch the brake or the accelerator really. It's got that big console here in the middle. It's huge. We will actually be getting a few Dometic fridges that go in here. We mostly get that request from Land Cruiser people. They're used to them in their Toyotas, so they'll be coming soon to Tough Trucks as an option, the fridge for the centre here in the middle, and it'll be one that fits in the glove box in here, or the centre console box in here, so you don't even notice it's not meant to be there. Some of the other options in here is the full charging console under here in this little latch under this cover here. Also got an iPhone pad for charging in there as an option. It's got the full lot of drink holders here. You can make 4 if you really need to, or just have the 2. And it's got a little hidey hole under here where you can put your keys. If you use on the outside, it's got the combination to leave your keys in the car. If you go for a motorbike ride or a walk on the beach or something, you don't want to carry your keys. If you go for a swim and you just use a combination to get in the truck, you can hide your keys under there and no one will see them on the outside. It's got the independent air conditioning for both sides, are independent of each other, and it's got the cooled and heated seats here as an option as well. This Tremor Edition Lariat's also got the 10-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system there, so you can rock along to your favourite tunes in this awesome truck. We don't very often get to see a comparison between, say, a Tremor with the 2-inch lift and our Black Widow truck here. So we're lucky today we got them both side by side, so you can see the difference between the factory 2-inch lift here and the SCA Performance 4-inch lifted truck by SCA Performance and Tough Trucks. There's a big difference in them, but you know, I'm just showing you both and the difference, how they look on the road, and see what you get. This one's a bit out there, but if you like that sort of thing, that you go with this. If you want a beautiful factory 2-inch lifted truck, you go with the Tremor Edition or our Outlaw Edition that I've mentioned earlier. I'd like to thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel today. If you need to learn any more about these trucks or get any information or pricing, go to www.toughtracks.com.au and fill in the inquiry form, or the phone number's on there so you can contact the guys for a price or any information that you need on these trucks. Also, if you can, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got some exciting builds coming to you soon, so we'd like to see you next time. Thank you.